Hi and welcome to this video showcase for our 2013 Audi A6 S-Line. So finished in Daytona Grey pearlescent paint. This is our 2013 Audi A6. This is the 2-litre TDI diesel model with the Mutitronic automatic gearbox. Extremely nice condition. We've just taken this car in part exchange for a Mercedes recently. Absolutely my favourite colour on the A6 is really beautiful, especially in this sunlight at the moment. Bodywork itself in very good condition for the age and mileage. Just having a quick look down the driver's side now, there's no real blemishes to point out to you, no dents, no scratches or marks. Mirror cases are all okay down here as well. A couple of very small sort of chips on the alloy wheels, but certainly nothing excessive, as we can see here. Recent brake discs on the car as well, and very good tyres. In fact, I think they're pretty much brand new tyres actually, certainly within the last sort of 1,000 miles or so. Again, rear wheel, a couple of very small chips, but no sort of nasty grazes or any signs of corrosion or anything like that at all. Round to the back of the car. This is the saloon model. Has a automatically opening boot from the key. You simply press the button and that pops open. Boot itself all in nice condition. A couple of very small sort of loading scratches there, but certainly again nothing excessive. And the back bumper, again just a few very small marks, just from where sort of suitcases have been loaded in, and then a very small bit of damage here just near the rear parking sensor. I think on the back that's pretty much the main thing I need to show you. Coming around to the passenger side, again all extremely nice. The chrome's all been nicely polished recently, no signs of any sort of watermark damage that you sometimes get. Again, a couple of very small chips just on the back of the door, but again certainly nothing excessive. Tiny little scratch on the wing mirror casing just on the very edge of it, but again no dents or any nasty serious marks at all. Bonnet and windscreen all in very good condition. Obviously you're going to get the odd tiny little stone chip, but really again for this type of car there's nothing really too much to point out. We're literally just talking the odd tiny little chip here and there. Just because other people don't mention stone chips doesn't mean that they're not there. We just prefer to try and give you as much information as possible before you come down and have a look at the car. Across the front bumper, all very nice, car fitted with front parking sensors as well, as you can see, as well as these beautiful xenon headlights. Really changed the front end appearance of the car. Then you have the LED lighting on the main headlight as well. Very small mark just down here on the front bumper. Again, you have to get really close and sort of zoom in to see it. But other than that, I think I've pretty much covered absolutely everything that you would need to see. Moving to the inside of the car, we'll just check the back. We have the half leather S-Line sport seats with the sort of Alcantara suede kind of finish in the middle. It looks really smart actually. Always looks a little bit ruffled on camera, but actually it's in reality it's very different, but a very difficult fabric to photograph. Looks really lovely in the flesh. Nice white stitching all the way around. The interior quality on the Audis is absolutely fantastic. The Alcantara suede continues on the doors there, as you can see, and all the seat backs and everything like that are all in perfect condition, as we'll see here. Round to the front. Again, tiny bit of bolster wear, really nothing excessive at all, again when you consider the age and mileage. And the dashboard parts and doors and everything like that all in beautiful condition, as we'll see. Got the release for the boot as well as an internal release. We have automatic headlights, we have automatic windscreen wipers, We have a paddle shift gear change on the steering wheel, along with all the buttons and everything like that for the satellite navigation, favourites button, voice control, and being able to sort of scroll through different media settings and telephones and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, beautifully pointed interior, nice S-line embossing on the tops of the seats, and again the white stitching continues throughout as well. One downside to the some of these Audi models at this sort of age is just on this chrome section here. Unfortunately, they're not particularly brilliantly finished, and they are just susceptible for getting very small sort of chips and dents on them, as you can see there, which is a real shame. But again, I've seen this on so many Audis, and it appears to be quite unavoidable really for cars of this particular age. The car features keyless start. Simply press your foot on the brake and press the button, and the screen just pops out, as we saw there. And car will beep at me to tell me that the door is open. Now, because this car has got the wider screen satellite navigation, as we can see here, we'll also get the digital dashboard, which is fantastic. So these obviously just normal standard dials, but in the normal car you just have a very small screen here, whereas when you have the MMI high satellite navigation that this car has, it's also fitted with a full sort of digital main centre in colour as well. So that's all fantastic, and you can sort of scroll through and access additional menus and things like that as well. Like I said, car fitted with front and rear parking sensors. This also works with a visual aid, as we'll see here. And then if we come through to the main part, this is the sort of entertainment system. We have a Jukebox, which is an on-board storage system, hard drive for your music, so you can download that from CD, or rip them in from SD cards or from USB devices. You can also stream directly from our telephone. We have wireless technology in here also, and we also have Audi Music interface and a full DVD player. So this main screen just turns into a full DVD system, and then also you can put SD cards. If we open this, and you can actually put SD cards with music to then play through the main system. We also have different driving modes. This is all part of the Audi Drive Select system. Obviously, things like efficiency and comfort are all self-explanatory. You have an automatic mode, which will basically sort of work out the way that you're driving and sort of change it. You can put the car into full sport mode, or dynamic as Audi call it. And then we also have individual mode as well, which means that you can set up how the engine and gearbox feel and how heavy the steering is and things like that. So a lot of different sort of options to be able to chop and change there. And if we come back, and we go into the main car systems, it's basically like the control panel on your computer. You can come in here and change all of the settings for the car. And we also have things like the servicing details, so we can see that the car doesn't need an oil change for another 9,300 miles, or just under a year, 343 days, and the next inspection is around about the same sort of time. So everything up to date that you could possibly need. Vehicle settings, you can change basically everything from the background lighting throughout the car. There's nice sort of floodlights on the underneath here, and also on the doors and pockets and things like that. Choose how the central locking is set up, and choose what the button on the steering wheel does as a sort of favourite button depending on your use. That's the main part of that. The real highlight on this particular car has the Google Maps, so instantly recognisable for most people, very easy to use, completely intuitive. I mean, really one of the best sort of systems that you can possibly get, and you can actually also change that to have full Google Earth sort of style mapping, as we'll see here. But again, it's an interface that most people know. These lines here are basically showing the sort of live traffic reports at the moment, so to sort of warn you of any incoming sort of issues or anything like that on the road. Down on here we have the touchpad. At the moment it's set up for numbers, but then if you were to type in letters, you can actually the numbers disappear off the screen, and then this turns into a full sort of keypad. So if we are going to, for instance, put in a postcode, we'll go to put in an address, and the numbers will disappear from the screen, and now a touchpad is here, so we can put in numbers.
T 2 2.
And there you go. That's what a right-handed person draws like on a left-handed keypad. So yeah, that all works really well. You can use that for sort of searching throughout your phone book or anything like that. So if you're looking for somebody with the letter J, just literally type in J, and it'll find it rather than having to scroll through. So quite a nice system to use that. Like I said, very intuitive. I think Audi have probably got the best infotainment systems across the board in terms of the way they operate, and quite easy to use on the move or at standstill. So also in here we have dual zone climate control, so independent temperature settings for driver and passenger, and we also have 3-stage heated seats in the front as well. Car features automatic start and stop. If it's something that you don't enjoy using, you are able to disable that. And then coming across to here, we also have controls for your cruise control. Paddle shift gear change, which I've already mentioned, is just here, and then all the buttons on the steering wheel as well. I hope you found the video useful. Like I said, an absolutely beautiful car, a couple of very small cosmetic marks, but certainly nothing excessive, as I've said. A very smart and respectable looking car. Beautiful to drive, extremely economical, and huge amounts of space for passengers and for luggage as well. If we can help with any further information, then please do drop us a line through our website, which is influencecars.co.uk. We'd be happy to help with a finance illustration or value a part exchange for you, or ultimately get you down for a test drive and take you out in the car and show it to you in a bit more detail. Thanks very much again for watching, and we will see you next time.